Hi, Natalie here. Welcome to the Earth+Flax studio. I'm really excited to bring you to the Terra Luna flower farm here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. We're going to go meet my friend Elise, as she's working on a really exciting project that's quite close to our hearts, and that involves flax. As some of you might know, flax is what you need in order to make linseed oil. It's also a very useful plant in many different ways. Also is what you can make textiles such as linen out of. So we're going to go check out what they're doing, and she's going to tell us a little bit about the project. This is Elise Hanks with Terra Luna. Elise, why don't you tell us why are you growing flax?
So personally, I've always had an interest in textiles. I actually went to college for fashion design. So I love the idea that we can be growing a plant that is involved in the textile industry. Flax can be used as a natural fiber for linen. And then on the business side, we're using flax as kind of like a cover crop. So we have some beds that were very, very covered in weeds. The soil health wasn't very high, and flax is actually really great for sort of revitalizing soil. So we're using it as a cover crop, and then we're going to be harvesting it because we're involved in the Pennsylvania Flax Project, which is an organization that's trying to sort of revitalize the textile industry in Pennsylvania. They're trying to encourage local growers to incorporate flax into their crop rotations. So we're a very, very small farm. We mostly grow flowers and herbs, but this is a new crop for us, so we're really excited to be involved.
Oh, that is so cool. And as you know, we're big fans of flax for linseed oil specifically, but also, we're aware of its other advantages, and from an agricultural standpoint, it's a really useful plant. So this bed has already been seeded, so you can see these little baby flax coming up.
So they're all right here.
Are they pretty self-sufficient?
They are. They don't need a lot of care. They can do quite well in very poor soils. We just kind of broadcasted this into this bed. You can see that the soil is quite dry and really needs some revitalization. So we're hoping that this will grow and become about between 3.5 and 4 feet tall, and we'll eventually harvest it and get it to the PA Flax Project.
Amazing. And what time frame do you expect harvest to be?
It's about 90 days from seeding to harvest.
Excellent. And we're going to try to come back and participate in the harvest and kind of see how these little tiny seedlings, what they become, and then also to discuss, the processing of their journey from here to potentially textiles. So we were just at the bed that we can already see the seedlings coming up. This is a fresh bed that was just prepped, and we're going to do some planting.
Yeah, so this bed was absolutely covered in weeds until this morning. So we've gone through and pulled up the weeds, pulled up the roots, and gotten it ready for planting. We've added a little bit of a soil amendment, and then we're going to be direct seeding this right into the ground. It's May 3rd today, so we'll be able to do a harvest in about 90 days. We're going to, we've chosen this particular flax because it grows nice and tall, so it's really good for fibers. It's called Lenore, and the PA Flax Project provided us with this seed. So all we need to do is get a little bit in our hand. We can do some in your palm. These might be really cute. And we're not going to be super scientific about it. We're basically just going to be broadcasting. So we've already gotten the soil nice and loose. And we just want to do a nice coverage all throughout the bed. You want to give it a try?
I do. So we finished casting the seed on this end of the bed. Now, Elise, what are our next steps?
So next we're just going to rake over the bed. This kind of helps disperse the seeds so that we've got kind of an even placement of the seeds throughout the bed. And also kind of covers them up with soil a little bit before we do our final step, which is to walk on the seeds. So this actually just helps to give really nice seed to soil contact to make sure that they're nicely pressed into the soil before we do our first watering. Do you want to try?
I can't wait. Elise, thank you so much for having us today and showing us the process.
Yeah, thanks so much for joining me. I encourage you all to check out the PA Flax project. They're doing really awesome work in the textile industry, and I'm really hoping to grow more flax for them in the future.
So we will be back in 3 months' time for the harvest, which will be very exciting. In the meantime, for fresh flowers and herbs here in Philadelphia, check out Elise's website, terralunaherbals.com. There's always something fresh and beautiful based on the seasons.